Well, hey guys, my name is Coach Spartman. It's nice to meet you. This is data and statistics. This will be student handout number 3. Measures of center. Boy, that sounds confusing. Hey, it's really not though. What is a measure of center? Well, let me tell you about it. A measure of center is a way of kind of summarizing that would be an S, a U. Let's see, I still can't write. Anyway, summarizing the data by providing a central point of data. So it kind of summarizes it by saying this is the average. Okay. So what is the average? What that is, we call it the mean. The mean is the measure of center, which was the average of the data taken. The way that it's found is by finding the sum of all data points and dividing by the number of data points. The mean can be thought of as determining the fair share. Everybody gets the same. It's kind of what it be thought of. All right, so Ms. Hawkins asked students to divide the blocks into 3 different buckets. How many blocks would be in each bucket if they were divided or shared fairly? Discuss the process for finding this. Well, how many are in each bucket? First of all, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in that one. In this one, there's 4 rows of 3, which makes 12. In the next one, there is 5. So we need to find the sum of all of them. How do we do that? 12 plus 10 plus 5 is 27. So the total is 27. Divide that by how many there are, 3, and each one of them should have 9. So to divide it fairly, each bucket would need 9 blocks in order to be shared fairly. Because we like to be fair. Yippee! Yippee, yippee, yippee! All right. Use your understanding of the mean to answer the questions below. So what do we need to do? We need to add them all up. So the list below shows the number of points the Timberwolves basketball team scored in each game. So add up all of those. Go ahead and do that. Pausing now. And you get 567. Now, to find the mean, to find the average, you take the total and divide it by how many there are. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. So there's 10 games, 567 points, and divide those and you get 56.7. Okay? We're going to do the same thing for the other one. The following data set represents the height in inches of people in line to ride a roller coaster. So we can go ahead and count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 people. What is the total of if you add all of them up? When you add them up, you're going to get 256.8. And then you're going to divide your sum divided by how many people, and you're going to get the mean, which is 42 58.8. So you take the sum and divide it by people to get the mean. The following data set represents the speed of several cars as they pass over Widow Falls. So how many cars do we have? I don't know. It's a little bit different. We have 2 plus 0 plus 2 more, that's 4, plus 3 more, that's 7, plus 1 more, that's 8 total cars. All right, so what are the speeds? Okay, there are 2 at 55. There's 2 at 58. Oh, I need to write it on that line, my bad. 55, 58, there's 2 at 58, 3 at 60, and then 1 at 62. All I did was wrote 55 twice. Okay, I wrote 58 twice. I wrote 60 3 times. And I wrote 62 1 time. That's 8 total cars. All right, so what is the sum? Add them all up, and you're going to get 468. Divide 468 divided by 8 total cars, and you're going to get an average speed of 58.5. All right, there's anything, if you're missing anything. Mean is average. Mean, average. Mean. He's mean, so he's average. Because everybody's mean. All right. The median. Okay, that's the middle numbers. The median is the middle. Like the middle of the road. The median. All right, the median is a measure of the center of the middle oops, sorry. There you go. All right, the middle of the data is determined. It can be found, got to do this every time, by ordering the data from least to greatest, and then determine the middle numbers. Number are numbers, okay? It could be more than one number. Okay? If there is not one middle number, then you're going to find the average of the 2 middle numbers. There will either be 1 or 2. If there's 2, you find the average of those. If there's 1, it's that number. Okay? All right, so determine the median of the data sets below. First of all, we have to reorder them. So we have to go from least to greatest. Okay, so what I would encourage you to do is find the smallest number and then mark it off. Okay, that's what I would encourage you to do. Now, find the middle numbers. How do I do that? Start at each end. Here's what I would do. Start at each end and just mark them off. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So what is the median number? What is the middle number here? It is 32. All right, same thing here. You got to reorder them. Okay. Start with the smallest, which is 37. The next one is 59, 62, 68, 85, 94, 107, and 112. All right, there they are reordered. Now, again, just start at the end and start marking off 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, there are two middle numbers here. Okay, well, what is the median then? We take the average of those two numbers. How do we do that? We add up 85 plus 68, which is whatever number it is, and then divide it by 2. And when you do that, you're going to get 76.5. The number of items purchased by the last 5 customers at Greg's Groceries is shown in the table below. So Adrian bought 42, Mallory 15, so forth. What is the mean? The mean is the average groceries bought by each person. So to figure that out, we have to find the total of all what the groceries bought. And when you do that, you just add all of those up. And when you add all of those up, you get, I don't really know. Let me add them up. $158. All right. Now divide that by how many people there are. How many people bought groceries? 5. So it's 158 divided by 5 is going to give you 31.6. That is the mean. That is the average. What is the median? Well, to find the median, we have to reorganize the numbers from smallest to greatest. So we're going to go 15, 22, 23, 42, and 56. And now we're just going to mark them off from the edge to find the middle one, and the middle one is 23. Are the mean and median close to the same value or very different from one another? What does this tell you about the data? Well, first of all, they're not close. Okay, that's number uno. Okay, the mean, they are not close on this one. Sometimes they could be close, okay, but sometimes they're not close at all. What it means is there is a large spread between data points. Which means the data just varies significantly. Some people bought a lot of groceries, some people didn't buy very many. That's all it means. All right, Mr. Harris states that the numbers on the cars below have a mean of 12. What number is he missing to make it correct? So mean is average. So how can we find the missing number to make the average? Okay, well, we know that there are, there are 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 cards. We know that. Okay? We know that for it to be 12, okay, for the average to be 12, there are 6 cards. So we know, there we go. What does it need to add up to be? What are we going to divide by 6 to get 12? Okay? Well, I don't really know off the top of my head, right? Well, we can add them up and get close. So let's add what we do have up. 18 plus 13 is 31. 31 plus 12 is 43. 43 plus 14 is 57. 57 plus 11 is 68. So far I have 68. Okay. What number do I need to get to? What number divided by 6 makes 12? So what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. So what number can I multiply by 12 and get? What is that going to give me? It's going to give me 72. So the total should be 72. Well, right now it is 68. So what does the missing number need to be? 4. Because if they add up to 72, okay, 72 divided by 6, because there's 6 people, is 12. Look at this. It's the same thing. Oops. Okay. Multiplication is the opposite of division. All right. That's all for the fat guy in the back. I'll see you on the flip side. Adios, amigos.